Hello and welcome to our literature evening. Tonight we'll be sharing a short story by Alice Walker, To Hell with Dying. First we'll talk a little bit about Alice Walker and her legacy, her body of work, and also we'll talk a little bit about the forces that moved her to become this fantastic writer that she is today. Then we're going to talk about the short story versus the novel, the differences between a short story and a novel, the elements of a short story. Throughout the reading tonight, you will have an opportunity to read out loud also, and I'll give you hints on pronunciation, and I'll be providing insight on the text itself, such as literary analysis. We'll talk about the narrative, the elements of the short story, figures of speech, and other elements that shall arise as we read. Alice Walker. How many of you have heard of a movie called The Color Purple? This movie was based on a novel written by Alice Walker. This novel, The Color Purple, is written in the form of letters. And of course the movie took a tremendous departure from the novel itself, but it really did put her name on the map for those people who are not really into literature. Sometimes when literature makes that leap into pop culture, into the movie screen, then an author will become more well known. People will hear, okay, there's a book. This movie was based on this book, so we're gonna go read the book. And this is fantastic because it brings people back to literature, and that's why we're here tonight. Alice Walker is an amazing African American writer. She was born in Georgia in 1944, and she has helped give African American women writers a voice, which they hadn't before. She won the Pulitzer Prize and also the American Book Award, both very prestigious literary awards. She was born, like I said, in Georgia, and her family, they were very simple, but they were brilliant. They had brilliant minds. The father did not have a lot of opportunities education-wise, neither did the mother. So they both did what they could so that she could have a fantastic education. Her mother was a lot more encouraging than the father. Minnie Walker, Alice Walker's mother, she enrolled Alice Walker in the first grade at 4 years old. 4 years old, she was starting to read and write. Brilliant little girl. As she moved on for life, she started to make use of her gift intellectually. So what the mother did as she grew up, when she was about 6, 7, 8 years old, growing up, the mother excused her from the house chores. She didn't have to do anything at home or work or anything, so that she would have more time to work on herself, on her intellect. And she wrote beautifully. And later on in life, when she was 8 years old, she had an accident. Her brother accidentally shot her in the eye with a BB gun, and she became blind in one eye, which is something very unfortunate. But this was what perhaps built her character into becoming this fantastic writer that she is today. She felt really self-conscious about that, about her eye, the injury in her eye. So she became very introverted, and she spent a lot of time on her own. And this time that she was on her own, she was writing. She was pouring all of her emotions into her writing. Alice Walker